It's literally a big game, and they play for an axe, that annual contest to see which of these Bay Area schools will reign supreme. And after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Stanford's offense has the ball first today. Harvest was bountiful on the farm the last time these two teams met as Stanford won in a blowout.
Beat down. And Cal remembers that. Stanford took advantage of it. They had the trophy, the Axe Trophy, for the whole year. They got to brag about it. They got to brag about how big of a beatdown this was. And everybody heard about it for a whole year.
Yeah, Stanford was just up and down the field last season. It was like John Elway was back there throwing seeds all over the yard. Obviously no John Elway on the field this year for Stanford, but Cal's defense knows it has got to do a better job this time around if they're going to win the big game.
Thanks to grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe Trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. They'll try the run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Cal Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
There he goes. Touchdown, Cal. He would not be denied. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got his man.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to fire. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy
going the other way, and he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Tempo and overdrive. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. They're working that left side. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires left. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the... And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
It's on target and complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it! And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Takes a snap, wants to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously,
and here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Zings it complete to the right. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
my old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flips it out in the flat. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
On target. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, massive expectations when the axe is on the line, and through 2 quarters, Cal and Stanford have not disappointed. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Got a man. It's Frederick. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Split backs here. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession back. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Stanford! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The Cardinal extend that lead, and now they can almost sense grabbing the axe.
And when Stanford gets the lead, we know what time it is. They're going to play their brand of football, their physical brand, try to take home this rivalry game the way they know how to do it.
You got to wonder what the mindset is for Cal right now here in the second half. All of the emotional and physical buildup leading to this game. They know how important it is. You can feel it slipping away. You just wonder if there's a sense of panic right now on the Bears sidelines.
Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Finley.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and
there he goes! Touchdown, Cardinal! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Completes it in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space.
He's got it. 1st down and more. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Firing to the right, complete. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out.
And the ball is free on the pitch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it along the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Looking to throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
But he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdown.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Finley. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frederick. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Bears will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. After the game, it is Stanford who will hold on to the axe and guard it securely on the farm and until these two meet again next year. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.